What is mental health awareness? Mental health awareness is the understanding and appreciation of mental health in all its forms. It encompasses not only the recognition and understanding of mental disorders but also the promotion of mental health and well-being. Mental health awareness campaigns aim to create a society where everyone understands and appreciates the importance of mental health, knows how to identify and seek help for any signs or symptoms of mental illness, and supports those who are struggling with their mental health. What is the importance of mental health awareness? Mental health awareness is an important topic that needs to be talked about more often. Too often, mental health issues are brushed under the rug, and people who are struggling don't feel comfortable talking about it. That's why it's so important to raise awareness and talk about mental health issues in a way that is comfortable for everyone. Too often, people feel like they have to keep their mental health problems a secret in order to protect their social status or professional career. But hiding mental health problems only makes them worse. In fact, it can even lead to suicide. It's time to break the silence and talk about mental health awareness so that we can all learn how to deal with these issues head on. How can I increase my mental awareness? There is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question since everyone's journey towards mental health awareness will be different. However, some things that you can do to increase your mental awareness include: 1. Talk about mental health issues with your friends and family. It's important to open up about any struggles that you're experiencing so that you can get support from a loved one. Mental health problems are often difficult to talk about because people are afraid to disappoint or offend their friends and family, but this only makes it worse. 2. Create a mental health bucket list. People often think that they can't talk about mental health issues due to the stigma associated with them. But by creating a mental health bucket list, you'll be able to express your feelings without fear of embarrassment or judgment. 3. Talk openly in classes and lectures. Classes should always be an open environment where everyone can express their ideas and opinions. This is a great opportunity to talk about mental health issues without fear of embarrassment or judgment. 4. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Too often, people are too afraid to seek out professional help because they're worried that it will ruin their reputation as an individual with strong self-esteem and integrity in the eyes of others. But asking for help actually helps you get better faster. 5. Don't be embarrassed to talk about mental health issues. Oftentimes, individuals don't want to admit that they have a problem because of the stigma associated with mental illness. But you shouldn't feel any pressure or guilt when talking about your struggles in front of family and friends. It's perfectly fine for people to know what's going on inside your head at all times so long as it doesn't affect them negatively in any way. In fact, you should be proud when people want to know what's on your mind. 6. Seek professional help. It can sometimes feel like there are no options for getting better once you've reached rock bottom and have given up hope of ever feeling normal again. But by seeking out a professional therapist or psychiatrist who specializes in mental health issues, they'll have the tools necessary to diagnose and treat whatever problem you're experiencing. 7. Don't be afraid to speak out when someone you know, or even yourself, is suffering from a mental illness. It's important that they feel comfortable enough with others to share their struggle. There should never be any shame in talking about your problems, and always remember that this world needs more people who are willing to put themselves out there for the sake of those around them. 8. Don't hesitate when asking for help. It can sometimes seem like there's no point in asking for help, because people will just dismiss you and tell you to get over it. But that doesn't mean there is any shame or embarrassment when going into therapy. If someone asks what your problem is and why they should be concerned about helping you out, feel free to explain and ask if they can give you any advice. By now, I think it's pretty clear that mental health issues affect all parts of our lives. We may not act on these problems while they're in the early stages, but when life throws us curveballs or things start to get too overwhelming, these issues can really have an adverse effect on all aspects of our lives. Being aware and being comfortable with the reality that mental health problems are common is one way we can help other people by spreading awareness.